this. That's less than 24 hours later. The snow's gone, the water's gone. Culverts are taking the water across like it's supposed to. And as you can see, I have all that rock on the surface, so I can get across now, no problem, ATV or tractor. Look at the difference a couple of days makes. The snow is gone, the water's subsided. I'm across and back into the forest. And within about 10 minutes, I've already collected 60 liters of sap, and I still have all these pails to dump out, so should be a good day. I have 7 pails. There's 6 at the back and 1 at the front, so there's 140 liters of sap to start boiling down tomorrow. So finally we get started. Looking forward to the boil tomorrow. Welcome back, everybody. It's amazing what 24 hours can do when you're trying to do a sap season. 2 days ago I couldn't get across the creek. Yesterday it was plus 10. Snow was all melted. Easy access across the creek. 7 buckets collected. 140 liters of sap to start today, and you wake up this morning and it's now -5 and we got more snow. So what better way to start off the day by firing up the evaporator, staying inside where it's warm, and spending this wonderful day enjoying a sap burning day. So come on along with me, we'll get the evaporator fired up and we'll start this boil down and make it the first one of the season. All right, so we've got both pans starting a good boil. And the little front pan I have is just a warming kind of pan at the front. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the back pan I have, it's the more aggressive boiling one because it's hotter, it's closer to the pipe. So throughout the course of the day, I'll be taking that warming tray and slowly dumping it into the front pan. And as the back pan starts to really boil, I'll start transferring some of that warm sap into the back sap, because being the warmer, I guess, side of the evaporator, that's my main go-to pan to finish up my day of boiling. So by the end of the day, I'll just have the one pan on the evaporator finishing off what we've got. And I'm going to say I'll try to get through 80 liters today. And that should give us, with boiled down syrup, when we're all finished filtering for the day, I'm going to estimate about 1.5 liters. So as you can see, it's a labor of love. It's relaxing. We'll put some nice music on, enjoy the day. And now that I've got a good boil going, I'll just fill the evaporator up with some wood and then get my morning walk in. So there you have it. There's about 12 hours of boiling. That's 120 liters of sap. And that is the end result of what I have so far. It's going to boil down a bit more. But it's getting to the critical stages where I can't walk away because this could really heat up, and if it gets to the desired temperature and starts to get ready to come off and I miss it, I could lose the whole batch. So hopefully I'll be able to give you a quick shot of what it looks like before it's about to come off. Okay, so I've taken the sap off the evaporator. I'm back here in the kitchen, and I'm just going to do a test with the hydrometer to see what kind of sugar content we have. I guess for commercial use, you want to get it between 66 and 68 bricks. And that gives you, I guess, the best density for your syrup. But I just want to see where we are right now. I think we're going to be around 60, 62. Let's just give it a try. And one word of advice for you fellas in here trying to do maple syrup, using your wife's kitchen or just in the kitchen in general. Don't let it boil over on the stove. It makes a mess. So let's just see where we're at here. Drop it down. That's pretty close. We are at 61. Almost 62. So we're just shy of the 65, the 60, 68 or 66. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. Again, I'm not selling it. It's just for our own personal use. So if it was commercial, I would continue on until we were within that range. But just to show it to you, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that blue line there, that's the one you're actually shooting for that perfect sugar content and the perfect density of your syrup. And right now we're about 62, so we're just below the red and above the blue. So I'm happy with that. So we'll call it a day. We've got the bottles in the oven right now sterilizing, so we'll get out our filter system and call this a day and get it bottled up. Before we start to filter and bottle our syrup, I thought I would just explain to you what type of filters we use. I found these on Amazon and they work fabulous. I purchased this little kind of filter holder that just sits over top of the pot, and we just clamp them on the side. But we found over the years, this is our 4th year, we started using these dry and it didn't really seem to filter. It seemed to really clog up. So this year what we've done is that we've soaked them. We've got them wet. And we've just tried one as an experiment, and it really, really ran better. It seemed to really have a nicer flow than clogging up. And it catches all the sugar sand that you want. So when you do bottle it, you get that nice clear syrup at the end. So yeah, it's really working out well. This will be our second pour here. And you have to keep the syrup somewhat warm. You can't let it cool down. It's too thick to pass through the filter. So I just pour a little bit in, let it dry, let it run through. And what I'll do, I'll put a link below on this video just to kind of give you the make and the type of filters that I've purchased off of Amazon. I'll just give you the link for it. And if you need filters, they're great. They're thin. They're better than a coffee filter. And we tried using the one that came with this actual filter holder. It was a big, thick cloth, and we found that it didn't filter as good. And it seemed to hold a lot of your syrup inside that big thick filter. So we've got rid of this, and we just use these, and they're working out well. Gives you a nice, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's a nice little steady flow.
It's hot.
A bit more. There you go. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
And again. There's still lots of time to put the cap on.
Yeah.
It's steaming hot.
I like to get it right up to the neck there.
Right there.
Okay. Okay, you want to throw those caps on?
You got it? I'll get these ones down. tell them a 3-second turnaround.
Yeah.
Grab any, what is it?
Oh, this one's hot.
I think we need 3 more.
You see, I turn them over for 3 seconds to sterilize the cap. I'm losing my voice.
And that's about 4 more.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Those are hot.
This one's a bit, okay. Hang on, it's wobbly.
You want to change that? Okay.
There, thank you. Lovely. Very nice. And stop.
Okay.
Woo!
Perfect.
See, that jumps up the neck at the end there, eh? You got to really be on the ball.
I'm going to just sterilize these at
275 for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And stop. Stop.
These little jars are nice.
I like them very much. Really, I like these a lot better. It moves along too.
Yeah.
And stop.
Perfect.
Beauty.
Looks like we got about maybe 1 or 2 more bottles.
Oops, sorry, hon. I think that'll be it, eh?
Yeah.
Good day. We should have 2 more. I think I might get 1 out of that. I might just get 1.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And if it's more than that, then we get what's left.
Okay, we get the sludge.
Oops, there's a little lump of
A
something.
little clump of something in there.
Right there, get ready. Stop. Stop. So that's ours. I think. Right? Will it fill another one? Pretty fast.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because we're going to probably put it in the fridge anyway, will we not? Or
Yeah.
see if
Okay.
that's hot. If that's enough.
Yeah.
Tighten up.
Yeah.
Look at it sitting here getting darker by the moment, it seems.
Liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
All right, folks. Got all cleaned up. And quite happy with the first yield of the year. We ended up with 2.75 liters of finished filtered maple syrup. And I am extremely happy with the color of this for the first boil of the year and the clarity. Those filters I was talking about did an amazing job. I can't see any sugar sand or any imperfections of this syrup at all. It's great, nice and clear. So, excuse me, we have some family obligations that we take care of the first boil of each year. So let's start with the bottle with the most in it. That is for the matriarch of our family. That is for my mother-in-law. And then we have the most important members of the family, our grandchildren. This is why I do what I do. There's nothing more rewarding than giving your own grandchild a bottle of fresh maple syrup that you did yourself. And then we have our daughter and son-in-law. And then we have our son and daughter-in-law. And the last bottle goes to our sister and brother-in-law. So as you can see, that equates to 2.75 liters of maple syrup. But luckily for my wife and I, we had a bit left over that wouldn't quite fill one of these 125 milliliter jars. 250 milliliter jars. We have about 125 milliliters left over for ourselves. So that's a pretty good deal, don't you think? We will put this on our, more than likely, some oatmeal or pancakes tomorrow mornings for breakfast and enjoy it thoroughly. However, that's the first one. Tomorrow morning, I'll go back out into the forest, start another collection. And if I have enough, I'll start another boil tomorrow, and we'll just start adding to our own yield now so we can store it for the coming year. Hopefully, we'll have enough to get us right through to the following next season. So thank you again for joining me. I had a lot of fun showing you how this whole process works. I know it's a bit slow and tedious, but as you can see, the rewards are worth it. So thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will talk soon, okay? Bye for now.